Hi, this is Margo. This is Friday morning, about 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Time, United States of America. And I'm going to do a short video looking at some earthquakes in the Reno, Nevada area. This is where I live. And also looking at things that are going on in California with earthquakes and a little bit on the fires and methane. So it's quite disturbing what's going on. Here I have USGS pulled up for all magnitudes for the last 24 hours. I'm going to go over the earthquakes first. And when we zoom in, and I'm just going to cover northern Nevada and part of California. That's all I'm really going to cover, because right up here, now I live in the Reno Sparks area, there has been a 3.0 earthquake at North Lake Tahoe. This came in this morning at 6:54 a.m. Pacific Time, and it's at a negative 1.8 kilometer depth, meaning that the earthquake is up in the mountain. The epicenter in the earthquake is up in the mountain. If you look, when I zoom in here, this is Kings Beach. This is Tahoe Vista, but this is Lake Tahoe, which is an old volcano. That's how it was formed a long time ago. It's very deep lake. There are lots of faults and fractures that go through this whole area. This is a real earthquake prone area, but we haven't seen an earthquake this large here for a while. And this line is the state line separating Nevada on the east side and California on the west side. So the state line goes right through the middle of Lake Tahoe. So when we zoom in, we see that this earthquake is up in the mountains northwest of Carnelian Bay. 3.0, and it was minus 1.8 kilometers deep. So the epicenter of the earthquake is up in the mountain, meaning that magma is moving up. That's my take on it. Magma is moving and causing the epicenter up in the mountain. Also, in the last 24 hours, here's an earthquake, 0.2 near Fernley, but it's actually in the Pyramid Lake area. It's in the mountains south of Pyramid Lake. In addition, we have a number of earthquakes over here at Cold Springs, which is northwest of Reno. It's in the Reno area. There were 6 here. There was a 0.3, a 0.1, minus 0.4, so we got a little microquake there, a 0, a 0.6, and then a 2.1 is the most recent one. So that's getting on up there. That came in yesterday at 5:29 p.m. So this is all in the Reno area right there. And then up here to the west of Lake Almanor was a 1.6 at Mineral, California. Then over here on the Juan de Fuca plate and Cascadia subduction zone, 1.6. And so those are the earthquakes that I wanted to show this stuff going on in the Reno area, since this is where I live, and showing this 3.0 with this negative 1.8 kilometer depth. That's kind of flipping me out. Okay, now if we move on over, the geysers area has had 27 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. And here's a 2.5 at Clovendale. Now this is where the fires are in the Sonoma County area. I want to go over some methane and stuff, but I'm going to show you where Sonoma County is. This is on Google Maps. Sonoma County runs from north of San Francisco all the way up here, and it includes Santa Rosa, it includes Healdsburg, and this is where the geysers area is. Now Sacramento is not in Sonoma County, so there have been reports on these fires and everything, and the big one that's burning is in Sonoma County. Now if we look at NASA Worldview, this is from yesterday. They don't have today's up yet. The satellite has not come across the United States yet to get that. So here it is yesterday, and if we zoom in, this is where those fires are burning. This is in the Sonoma County area, and you can see huge plumes of smoke, and we can see several fires there. That is in Sonoma County, and it's also where the geysers earthquakes are, all right here. And Dutch Sense talks about, and in his most recent video, well, the one he did yesterday, the update he did yesterday, he talks about these fires breaking out near the geysers, where the reason all these earthquakes are going on is because they are drilling into the old volcano. This is a volcano field, and they're drilling into it for hydrothermal pumping operation. And I've shown that, he's shown that, and it's you can only do that for so long before something happens. And so this is not the first time we've seen fires breaking out there. And look at the smoke coming out. Look at, and that started on the 24th. Here it is on the 23rd. There's nothing. And there it is on the 24th. Huge smoke. Oh, and while we're here, no one's talking about this. There are fires burning in Mexico, in Baja, right down here, and look at the smoke there. And there was an earthquake that happened right down here before all of that started. I'll show you that real quick. Well, I'll show you that in a minute when we go to the 7 days on the earthquakes. But this is the geysers area. It had gone silent when we had a bunch of other earthquakes, but now it's back, and that's where the fires are burning. And while we're here, I'm also going to show methane. This is the latest methane data we have. This just came in from CAMS. This from Wednesday the 23rd. And this is the North America view. And we have lots of methane in California. This is the San Francisco, Sonoma County area, coming all the way down down the state, and down, massing down here in Southern California, and coming out over the ocean down here in Baja. So that's from Wednesday, before the fires even broke out. So a lot of times we'll see methane as a precursor, or that goes along with the earthquakes, and because that is one of the noxious gases that comes out with earthquakes. So here's the picture from from CAMS. I then took just a picture of this California area because I wanted to zoom in and really show you what's going on. So we can see this whole area from Monterey to San Francisco Bay, up in Sonoma County, and then coming down middle of the state, middle and eastern side of the state, all the way down, and then here's Southern California, and the earthquakes over at Ridgecrest, and they're over here. Here's the LA and the San Diego area, but look, and then it comes out down here over the Pacific Ocean. So that is not looking good. That's not looking good at all. And we can see, if I run the movie, watch this. This is from, the data is from Wednesday, and the forecast runs through Thursday through Sunday. And we can see in the forecast period how the methane gets worse and just builds up and over that area. Also up here in the Seattle and Vancouver region. And also, well, you can see the Northeast is blowing up with methane too. Let's go back to our earthquakes here. I want to look at 7 days, all magnitudes for the last 7 days now. And in this whole area, just in this area with Sacramento and San Francisco and the geysers, it's been 125 earthquakes in the last 7 days. And okay, here's one right on the edge of the Juan de Fuca plate, 4.6. And so we can see all these earthquakes. Here's a 3.0 at Hayfork, 2.0. This is the Cascadia subduction zone along here. And then we've got the San Andreas fault that runs right along here. And then we've got this other area that's breaking, that's, according to Dutch Sense, a whole bunch of geologists, that there's another fault forming coming all the way up through Mammoth, and okay, here's the event area at Ridgecrest. I've got that zoomed in on. Wait. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Here's how many have been at Ridgecrest in the last 7 days, 555. And then here's Mammoth Lakes. And then here's the Reno area we've had. And then Pyramid Lake and so on and so forth in Northern California. So it's definitely picking up. But what prompted this video this morning was this 3.0 at North Lake Tahoe at a minus 1.8 kilometer depth. There was also this 2.1 at Cold Springs. That's getting on up there. So the magma is rising and the earth is moving and the crust is moving. It's opening up and the volcanoes are coming back to life. That's my opinion. And we can see this more and more. Oh, and also when we look at carbon monoxide, there's nothing there from Wednesday, nothing on Thursday, but let's look at Friday, today. Look at this. This is down in that Baja area where the fires are burning, and here it is in Northern California where the fires are burning. So there's more carbon monoxide down in Baja than up here. No one's reporting on that one. Let's see if we run this movie if it increases. The data is from today. Yeah, it picks up. They're forecasting it to still keep burning, it looks like. Look how they're forecasting it to move up into Southern California and across. That's carbon monoxide. So we're living in some very dangerous times, and just be ready for anything, but mainly be spiritually ready for anything. If you haven't gotten right with God and Jesus, now would be a good time before it's too late. So until next time, this is Margo signing off. God bless you. Go in peace, and goodbye.